Hey YouTube, MrLuBuFu, set review, red, let's go ahead and hop right in. Wild Celebrants are 5 mana 5/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. I don't think there's that many insane artifacts in this format, so it's only okay. I don't like it. Titan Strength, instant speed +3/+1 until end of turn, scry 1. Certainly it's a decent pump spell, something to keep in mind. Spark Jolt is an okay card, 1 damage to a creature or player, just because there's not a lot of X1s, there's a lot of 2/3s. Satyr Rambler gets blown up by Spark Jolt. Yes, I don't like 2/1s for 2 that just have trample. I'm just gonna move on, I don't think it's good. Rage of Theros, 4 damage to target creature, it can't be regenerated, scry 1. Certainly a very powerful removal spell and one worth playing, it's removal. Priest of Iroas. It's a 1 mana 1/1, so typically I don't like my 1 mana 1/1s. This one can destroy target enchantment, which is not irrelevant. If you are in red-white, it might be worth playing. Portent of Betrayal is Act of Treason +1 mana, and then you get to scry 1. Sometimes Act of Treason is good. That's all I'm going to say. It depends on the format. Minotaur Skullcleaver, so it's a 3 mana 2/2 that has haste, that can get +2/+0 until end of turn when it enters the battlefield. So it's like a worse Vishano, the 4/4 Boros guy from Dragon's Maze. And I think the fact that they get extra 2 toughness was quite relevant. I think he's going to be okay at best. Messenger Speed is a card I don't like. Yeah, trample and haste is fine. But I don't think, even for the ability to trigger heroic, is that good. Labyrinth Champion, one of the better heroic cards at common. I think it's common. No, it looks like rare. Never mind. It's a 4 mana 2/2 that is shock on a stick. Every time you heroic it, you get to shock something. So, very good. Ill-Tempered Cyclops, 4 mana 3/3 trample, so it's kind of like a hill giant. They can also randomly become a 6/6 trample, which is, as I said, there's very few ways to deal with a 6/6 or anything with more than 4 power or 4 toughness in this format. There's very few ways to deal with it, and I think it's okay. I mean, a hill giant with upside. We have Dragon Mantle. So it enters the battlefield, draw a card, so it cycles, and then it gives fire breathing. So it's okay. If you have good heroic guys, it might be worth playing. Otherwise, I'm not that impressed. Demolish doesn't see any play, so don't play it. Yeah, you can blow up one of their lands. It's land destruction. Don't do it. Deathbell Raid is a 2/3 for 2 that attacks if able, and you can regenerate it. I don't like it that much. Typically, the attacks if able clause is for the worst, and as I said, there's a lot of 2/3s, so they can just block it all day, every day. Coordinated Assault, very powerful. For 1 red, you can just get an easy 2-for-1, and it triggers heroic. Coordinated Assault. I love the 1 mana instant speed cycle at uncommon. I love basically all of them because they're really good. Boulder Fall, as I said, one of the few ways to deal with something with more than 4 toughness, but it's 8 mana. 8 mana is a lot. You probably won't even get to 8 mana, to be honest. Borderland Minotaur, 4 mana 4/3. It's fine. I'd probably play it as like a 22nd or 23rd playable. Arena Athlete, 2 mana 2/1, which, as you say, I typically don't like it, but if you have a nice aggressive like red-white deck, being able to make a creature unable to block when it triggers heroic is pretty good. Firedrake Crusader, I'm not even going to talk about constructed playability, though I think it won't see any constructed playability. In limited, it's okay at best. Anger of the Gods, very good. You should probably play. People played Slagstorm. This is just a reprint of Slagstorm, sort of. Fanatic of Mogus is a 4 mana 4/2. Deals damage equal to your devotion to red to each opponent, so not to creatures. So it's not quite removal, but it can be a decent finisher. Getting 3 or 4 damage off of it and getting a 4/2 can be good. Lightning Strike is, well, Searing Spear again. Play it. It's good. Storm with Dragon's a big, stupid, mythic, very powerful dragon, so you should play it. Peak Eruption, I would not play. That's it. Any of the gods are really good, so God of the Forge is. Same with Perforce's Emissary, another very powerful. All the emissaries, I think, are some of the better bestow creatures. Flame Speaker Adept, whenever you scry, gets +2/+0 first strike. This is a fun little cute combo-y card. If you have a blue-red sort of deck, it's probably better. Titan of Eternal Fire. It's a 5/6 for 6, which normally wouldn't be that good. Each creature you control has red tap deals 1 damage to target creature or player, which is also not terrible. I would play this. Not like bomb rare sort of good, but I'd still play it. Stone Shock Giant, a 5/4 for 5, so another just big body that when it becomes monsters, creatures without flying can't block. But 8 mana is a lot. It really is, so I think it's only fine. To a Cerberus, a common at double strike, there are a few ways to pump it, mostly through combat tricks, but if you have the way to give it at least a second point of power, it can be really hard to deal with. Rageblood Shaman, it's a 2/3 trample that other Minotaurs you control have +1/+1 to trample. So I mean, I'd play it as a 2/3 for 3 trample by itself, and if you have other Minotaurs, it's just little incremental upside. A Crown Crusader is only okay. I mean, yeah, it's a 1/1 for 1. That with heroic triggers, you get more 1/1s, but eh. Ember Swallower is a 4 mana 4/5, which, as I said, in this format, hard to deal with something with 5 toughness. It really is. And this is one of them. I think it's an oak. I mean, just because it's a 4 mana 4/5 is what you're going to be doing most of the time if you choose red at the pre-release. Ordeal of Perforos. I think it's probably the best of the Ordeals, but as I said already, I don't like the Ordeals. I really don't. Magma Jet! Yay, Magma Jet! I love this card. I would play it almost any time. And the Nymph, common Nymph, I also said, is my favorite cycle of Bestow. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out the other parts, and leave comments down below.